Okay, this one completely snuck up on me. Seas and Shores, the next WizKids booster set, is already out. You can go to the store and pick it up today if you want to. We're still playing catch up here. WizKids is just releasing so many sets lately that it is hard for me to keep up, as our full set reviews take a long time to put together, but I am working on it. We still have 2 Pathfinder battle sets to review, Bestiary Unleashed and Fists of the Ruby Phoenix, and now we have the Big Glory of the Giant set and Seas and Shores. But let's start here, because there really isn't a more fun video for me to make than a brick unboxing. And of course, many thanks to WizKids for sending this our way. So let's take a look at what fun we can find on the Seas and Shores. Today's video is sponsored by Mammoth Factory Games and their new Kickstarter, The Hoard of Ghuandal. Get rich or die trying. You can pick up 8 brand new classic fantasy adventures, along with over 200 premium minis. Engage with new mass combat mechanics. Face down an undead horde led by an evil dracolich. Encounter stoneflesh orcs, riverland goblins, a sentient undead plague, nomadic cat clans, savage elven gods, and more. You can also pick up VTT conversions, tokens, paper minis, 3D printing, STL files, and ready-to-use battle maps. Get a free dice set by backing in the first 72 hours. Back the Hoard of Ghuandal, get rich or die trying today by Mammoth Factory Games using the link in the info icon in the corner or in the doohickey down below. Alright, let me start off with my usual unboxing spell to get the plastic wrap off. Alright, oh, my glasses too. Great, let's push them off to the side and get started. I'll pull them back over here. Alright, I'm excited for this. This is going to be probably a bunch of relatively useful, relatively generic characters. This is what I'm expecting. Also, by the size of the box, we can tell that this is not a set that probably includes any huge minis. So let's pop that over here. And we're starting off with an interesting eel, a giant sea eel. Okay, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Underwater creature, which is to be expected with Seas and Shores. And we've got our smalls and mediums. Starting off with, always wrapped up pretty tightly. Oh, it's a pretty generic, it's a druid. It is just a druid. Sure, yeah, PC mini, nice. I don't know if it's Seas and Shores related necessarily, but can't really go wrong with a good generic PC druid. Oh, that's cool. That is a, oh boy. Let's see. Oh, it is a water elemental Myrmidon, I think is what it says there. You can see beside me what it looks like up close, but that is a super cool mini, actually. Lots of transparency that merges into a regular looking mini. Transparency on the hands. Super cool. I really dig that. And the elbows as well, actually. That is very cool. I like that. Ooh, the druid fell over. Finally, one more. We have, ooh, that looks like a, am I right? A sea, oh, it's a sea spawn. Very cool. All right, yeah, you can see all the little caked up sea growth on this little fella. Yeah, it's a cool looking mini. And I noticed that he's not bent despite the relatively thin legs, which is always a good sign. Box number 2. Toss that to the side. And a large mini in this set looks like a giant seahorse. And it is indeed a giant seahorse. We talked about these recently. Yeah, very cool because the hippocampus doesn't have a stat block in this edition of D&D, so you can use the giant seahorse instead. So that's cool. Oh, I see a crab. Let's take a look. This is such a cool set. Giant crab. Sure. It looks like a giant crab. You can't go wrong there. Yeah. Very cool. Well, when I said there'd be some generic sea creatures, I guess I wasn't wrong. Relatively generic sea snake, but it has a head on each side. This is an, oh, I've never even heard of this one. It's probably a classic creature that I just haven't come across before. Amphisbaena. I'm so good at pronouncing things. I'm not even going to try that again, but it is nicely painted. You can kind of feel the scales on it too. It's got a good texture to it. Alright, these are painted really nicely. I like them so far. The crab also looks really good. Are there 5 minis in this box? I think there might be. What is this? Ah, I got a runner. Alright, this one is a Quipper Swarm. Cool. And that's what it says. Very cool. Little fish swarm. I like it. But what is this little thing in here? Do we have something else? We certainly do. Well, okay. We have... Oh. So we have a modular mini that I had no idea would be in this set, which does have a little bit of a bend to it. But this is a sea elf that comes in 3 parts. So, yeah, you can put it together to just look like a sea elf, which you can see beside me here. Assuming it all fits together. A little bit of a tight fit there. There we go. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, it looks good. Sea elf. Needs some fixing up with the hot water trick. But I assume it also does ride, oh, yeah it does, on the giant seahorse. Cool. I really had no idea. It really is very much just a hippocampus in that sense. I'm sure there's some subtle differences there, but hey, how cool is that? Very nice. Okay. And it's sort of it just comes as part of the giant seahorse, so you end up getting 5 minis in the box. So that's a pretty cool box. I like that. I'll move these guys over here. And move all these over here. And let's go to... Wow, we're only on 3 boxes too so far. We've got some cool stuff. Alright. Oh, that's an octopus. A giant octopus. Everything is giant. Yeah, that's a giant octopus, alright. That's cool. You can see the suckers that are painted at the bottom. So got a little bit of nice detailing down there. Cool, little eyes painted. And then in our little baggie, we have, yes, a Locathah Hunter. I really do like how these are painted. These look really nice. And you know I love my Locathah. Happy to get some of these. You can use these as PC minis too. There's another Locathah. Is it the same one? No, this is a straight up just regular Locathah number 3. So, yeah, they're slightly different. One has a crossbow, one has a spear. And they look slightly different. One looks a little angrier than the other. Yeah, very cool. But they're painted up very similarly. For your little Locathah warband, which is something I've been waiting for. I guess for getting it in Season Shores. And finally, we have a Merfolk Scout, which also looks very cool. Some different shades of blue. Again, you can feel the texture on the scales. Nice metallic paint on the armor. A spear as well. Yeah, it looks good. All right. Nicely done, WizKids. Let's take a look at box number 4. Starting off with a dinosaur of some sort. A Plesiosaurus. Cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about dinosaurs, and I do know that a lot of dinosaurs aren't really dinosaurs. So when I do my final review of these, I will definitely check to see if it's really a dinosaur or if it's something else. And I will let you know then. Here we go, a Tortle, straight up Tortle, with an axe. Very cool battle axe. Yeah, we need some more kind of standard Tortle minis. We have some specialty ones, but like having some standard Tortles is very cool. Again, if you want to play one as a PC, there's not a lot of options for you for minis. Oh, that looks like a Kraken Priest. It is indeed a Kraken Priest. Helpful for your Storm King's Thunder adventures or other things. Yeah, look at that. That's very cool. It's nice detail on the little bottles around its neck. Its face looks really good. The paint jobs are just getting better and better, honestly, from these standard factory sets. And finally, we have a Sea Hag. Again, not bent very much. Look, the little teeth are individually painted. The little bones around the belt. I assume that's what that is. The green hair. Okay. Very cool set. All right, so we actually, I'm gonna take a little break because we have 2 sponsors for the video today, which is great because it helps us feed our cats, because I can hear Tilly downstairs crying for food right now, and it helps us feed ourselves and keep making content for you. So please indulge me for the next 45 seconds as I tell you about our second sponsor for the day. Today's video is brought to you by Hit Point Press. The Fable Maker's Deck of Many Things features 46 stunning foil cards in full color and monochrome variants, illustrated by the Eisner Award-nominated artist Yoshi Yoshitani, as well as an Oracle guidebook with brand new effects for your 5e games. The full color cards can serve as the familiar Deck of Many Things, while the monochrome Underworld variants come with their own brand new effects based on the themes of the Oracle cards. Expand your journey with bundles including Donjon D20, D20 spinning pins, reading mats, and more. Pull your delight or your doom. Pledge today at thedeckofmanythings.com or by using the link in the info icon above or the doohickey down below to let them know we sent you. All right, let's move on to box number 5. Need to move some stuff out of the way, though. And take our supposed dinosaur. Shoot over there. Our next big one in the set. No repeats on the largest yet. You will notice all these are largest. None of them are huges. We have a Wastrilith, which I have never heard of before, but it does look vaguely similar to something I have seen before. I wonder if there's a Pathfinder creature with a similar name. But as far as this one goes, I don't remember it. Maybe it's a Salt Marsh character? Or maybe it's just one of those basic rules characters that I just never come across before. But we'll learn about it when we do our full set review here in a couple of weeks. Next up, we have a cool translucent Sword Wraith Warrior. That is a very detailed and cool looking, yeah, translucent character with some shading on it as well. A little bit of a wash put on there perhaps. Yeah, it's a nicely done one. Very cool. They're getting a little bit better at these ghostly creatures as well when it comes to the minis. That looks like another sea... What was it? Sea spawn? Yes, it is another sea spawn. Our first duplicate. And... Ooh, this is a bigger one. Is that a bird of some sort? It is... If I can get it out of the box. Out of the bag. Oh, no, that is a Peryton. Yeah, the little horned... dinosaur-y looking eagle-y thing with the big old claws. Cool. Yeah, I guess that would be considered a shores creature when it comes to season shores. Let's go and dive into box number 6 as we're trucking along here. That looks like another potential dinosaur. Nope, straight up giant lizard. Well, I mean, that's pretty much the definition of a dinosaur anyway, right? I know it's not. Don't leave me notes in the comments. But that is a cool looking giant lizard. And that looks like a blue Abishai in this bag. Oh, that's a cool one too with lightning effects. And a very cool hook spear thing. That I don't know what that weapon would be called. Yep, definitely a blue Abishai though. Oh, Tilly is not happy over here in the corner. But yeah, I like that blue Abishai. That is a cool one. Well, let's keep on trucking here with a little one, a little shark, straight up shark. It is a Reef Shark. Sure, yeah, that's a Reef Shark. Very cool. If nothing else, you can maybe use these to decorate your aquarium. I don't know how well they hold up underwater, but you never know. And finally, we have a Sahuagin Coral Smasher. That's not a cool thing to do to coral. That's not nice. But he got the hammer ready to go. Okay, cool. I wonder if there's more Sahuagin in this set because I feel like we really ought to come out of this set with a nice warband of Sahuagin, and I'd be all for that. Let's do box number 7. Starting off with, ooh, hello. That is a Hippogriff. Hippogriff. Yeah, that was a good-looking Hippogriff mini, actually. You can see the back hindquarters of a horse might be better than you normally do. Cool. I like that. I feel like we haven't gotten a proper Hippogriff mini like that in quite a while, especially one that's nicely painted like that. There's another Reef Shark for us. And next up we have, ooh, that's an Aldani? It is an Aldani, little lobster folk. Oh man, I remember us getting an Aldani way back in the day, in the early days of the channel, and we used it for our little traveling, adventuring group of kind of were creatures and the like that we used in a lot of our videos way back in the day. So we haven't gotten an Aldani mini since then. So that's been a long time coming, 5-6 years. Another generic character. It is a pirate. Sure, that looks like a pirate. Scimitar in hand. A goatee, so you know he's evil. Nicely painted. All right, we got one left. I'm gonna put these over to the side. And let's look at our very last one here. See if we get something cool. Ooh, I think we did. We have a crab folk, which I am not familiar with crab folk. But oh my god, that is cool. You can... Where's my other crab mini? He is over here. So growing from that into that, look at that. Dark red. Oop, got a runner too. Very cool. Very cool. I like that. That's a very cool mini. All right. And we got a couple of more small ones to go in here. let's see what our final minis of the set are. That looks like another Sahuagin. Is regular Sahuagin, number 6. Possibly a female Sahuagin, which I feel like we haven't really gotten before. Cool. Yeah, female Sahuagin. I like that idea. They always default to male, so getting a few females of these is very cool. And, oh no! A Sahuagin Priestess with a, I assume, baby Sahuagin in its arms. And it looks like it's ready to sacrifice it. That is quite a thing. Number 38, so I assume that is a rare. Oh my gosh. They're going to get some cool Sahuagins out of this. I love it. Finally, our last mini of the set does not appear to be a duplicate, but it does appear to be another sort of generic character. It is a Swashbuckler. Yeah, that's cool. Swashbuckler is actually a class in Pathfinder. But yeah, there's a lot of cool dynamic movement in this mini, which is really cool. Flowing shirt. Kind of a cool outfit as well. So, yeah, I like it. The Season Shores booster set is available right now, as I said. You can pick up a single booster box, and that will run you about $17, and those are what we were opening here, those boxes of 4 minis, generally 4. You can get a brick of 8 boosters, which was the whole set that we got here. That is going for about $120, and you can get a case of 4 bricks, which also will give you pretty much a guarantee that you'll get at least one of every mini, and that is priced around $475 for this set. And prices are going to vary, probably a lot, so be sure you shop around locally and online depending on what you like. And if you want just a couple of the figures here, you can also get them individually on the aftermarket already. Let me know what you think about the set so far in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for our full set review coming up here soon. As soon as I get a little bit of a breathing room and I can get it done, stay tuned for that. Don't forget to back our 2 Kickstarter sponsors for the day, the Hoard of Ghuandal, Get Rich or Die Trying, with its trove of minis and adventures, and the Fable Maker's Deck of Many Things Kickstarter to get yourself some gorgeous cards and new Deck of Many mechanics to use in your 5e games. Supporting our sponsors using our links is the very best way to help us here at the Gallant Goblin do what we do and continue to make content for you. So many thanks for those of you who do back these Kickstarters and go and buy these products from Hit Point Press. We really appreciate you. We couldn't do it without you. You can also pick yourself up some cuddly kobolds over at heroplus.com. That also helps us pay the rent. Finally, you can come join us on social media at one of the sites over here. For now, though, stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.